Today I will start a new chapter, that is motion in a plane. Motion in a plane. Motion in a plane. Okay. So in previous chapter means motion in a straight line. We have already discussed motion in a straight line. In the chapter we have to discuss about initial velocity, final velocity, acceleration. These parameters which are considered in a straight line. Okay, only one direction. Here motion in a plane means what is plane? Plane. Okay, so plane are 2D. Plane are 2D. Plane means it is 2D surface. Okay, so length into breadth like that. So we can consider here in this case, so xy plane, xy plane. Okay, xy plane. Okay, understand. So this is example for if a particle or if a student running in the ground, we can say motion in a plane. We can say that is in a plane. It having two subtopics. Means first one, it is about mathematical content, scalars and vectors, scalars and vectors, and motion in a plane. Motion in a plane. Okay, understand. Vectors and motion in a plane. Vectors and motion in a plane. Okay, coming to scalars and vectors. Scalars and vectors. Simply we can say vectors. Very important one. Vectors. Vectors. Physical quantity can be described into two ways. Okay, any physical quantity we can describe it into two ways. What are they? Means vectors and scalars. Okay, first one, vectors and scalars. Scalars. Okay, see here another one is there. Third one, tensor. Tensors. So here we can study about tensor in higher studies, means like engineering and postgraduate. Okay, coming to content vectors. Okay, so coming to the definition of vector. So vector is defined as a physical quantity having both magnitude and direction. Okay, so vectors is defined as it is a physical quantity. Physical quantity means measurable quantities are called physical quantities. So a physical quantity having both magnitude and direction. Any physical quantity having magnitude and direction is called vector. Okay, suppose magnitude means how much, how long, how long. Okay, so it gives the quantity, quantity, how much, what is the size, how much, how long, size, it indicates size. Okay, understand. Direction. Direction will gives in which direction, north, east, west, south, like that. Okay, so a physical quantity which represent a magnitude and direction is called vector. Okay, examples of vectors. Examples of vectors: force, force, acceleration, acceleration, momentum, momentum, p is equal to mv, and acceleration is equal to f by m. Force f is equal to ma. F is equal to ma. So many vectors is there. These are the example: force, acceleration, momentum, velocity also. Fourth one, velocity. Velocity also vector quantity. Okay, so what is vector quantity? A physical quantity having both magnitude and direction. Okay, understand. So example, we know that force, acceleration, momentum, velocity. Coming to scalars. Scalars. Scalar quantities are defined as a physical quantity having only magnitude, not direction, no direction. Any physical quantity having magnitude and no direction, this type of quantities we can say scalars. Examples of scalar quantities are energy, work, here work, speed, like that. These are the examples. Three enough. Energy, we know that 1 by 2 mv square kinetic energy. uh, mgh potential energy. Force into work is equal to force into displacement. Speed is equal to speed, it is denoted with x by t. X is distance by time. Okay, these are the examples. So scalar quantity, uh, which are defined as physical quantities having a magnitude, not direction. So what are the examples? Energy, work, speed. Energy, work, speed. Vectors and scalars.
The physical quantity which having number and unit is called scalars. Okay. So scalars we can add normal algebra according to normal algebra, adding and subtraction.
Okay, examples of scalar quantity: distance, mass, speed, density, volume, time, temperature, entropy, energy, charge. Work, potential energy. Coming to vectors, a physical quantity can describe a number and unit, and in which direction the body or the particle moves is called vector. It having direction, unit, and magnitude. 3 meters in east direction, example like that. And it having particular direction, in which direction the particle move. So AB examples: displacement, force, velocity, acceleration, momentum. Representation of vectors. Representation of vectors can be described with a straight line with arrow mark, head and tail. Okay, which gives the direction of the particle, in which direction particle or object can move. Coming to unit vector. Unit vector is defined as a vector by its magnitude. Vector by its magnitude is called unit vector. Okay, let us consider a vector. So vector can displacement parallel. So it represent cap, r cap. R cap is equal to r bar divided by modulus of r. R cap is equal to vector by modulus of r. Vector by its magnitude is called unit vector. Coming to equal vectors. If two vectors which having same magnitude and same direction, we can say equal vector. Consider r and s vectors having same direction and same magnitude. Null vector. A vector whose magnitude is 0 direction is arbitrary is called null vector. Magnitude 0. Or we can add equal vector in opposite direction, we can get 0. Null vector. Free vector. Free vectors can be defined as which are arranged in a space. If number of vectors are arranged in xyz plane, we can say that is free vectors. So these are arranged in xyz space. Position vector. Position vector can be defined as a vector which represent position of a particle. Okay, A is the position which represent the position of vector from the origin. From the origin 2, 5 it is a point. Resolution of vector. The projection of vector along x axis and y axis is called projection of vector. Projection of vectors along x and along y is called resolution of vector. So R vector, okay. Types of vector. Types of vectors. Okay. See here, we can define a vector quantity. So having magnitude and direction. Okay. So it is vector A. A. Okay. This is head. This is tail. Okay. Vector indicates A bar. Its magnitude indicates magnitude. Means length of the vector. So length of this vector will gives the magnitude. Length of this vector will gives the magnitude. A bar indicates vector A. Vector A. So vector can represent in a straight line, can having head and tail. Head and tail. So and coming to types of vector. Coming to types of vector. Okay. So based on the starting point or based on the rotation. So first we can have vectors can divide into two types. Okay. So first one based on the rotation and based on the starting point. Okay. So polar and non-polar vectors. Polar and non-polar vectors. So polar vectors. So polar vectors can define as any vector which having starting point. Any vector which having starting point. Starting. Okay. So any vector having starting point is there, we can say that is polar vector. Polar vector. Coming to non-polar vectors. So non-polar vectors, so we can define as the non-polar vector can which is acting along the axis of rotation. Along the axis of rotation means we know that suppose uh, radius is there, force is acting, okay, like this will gives the polar vector. So example, tau and angular momentum, torque and angular momentum, tau r into f, L is equal to m v bar cross r bar. Okay. So L is equal to angular momentum like that. This is R, this is force. Okay. So a vector which is act along the axis of rotation, like that. Okay. Understand? So here polar vectors are defined as a vector having any type of vector having initial point or starting point is called polar vectors. Polar vectors. Okay. Understand? Just based on the rotation. based on the rotation. Okay, understand? Okay, coming to content. Coming to main content, definitions. Some types of vector definitions. First one, modulus of vector. Modulus of vectors. First one, modulus of vector. Okay, modulus means like that. Vector means a. Okay, modulus of vector we can represent like this. Okay, modulus of vector means the magnitude of vector. The magnitude of vector is called modulus of vector. Modulus of vector, understand? So we can say this is magnitude. Magnitude. Coming to second one, unit vector. Unit vector. Unit vector, it is denoted by a cap. Okay, unit vector is defined as a vector whose magnitude is unity. Whose magnitude is unity. A vector whose magnitude is unity, that type of vectors we can say unit vector. Unit vector we can define a cap. This denote a cap. A vector divided by modulus of a. Okay, so understand this is the formula. Unit vector a cap, which is equal to a bar divided by modulus of a bar. Okay, a bar vector divided by modulus of vector. Okay, third one, null vector. Coming to null vector. Null vector. So null vector is defined as the magnitude of vector is 0. The direction of vector is arbitrary. Okay, so 0 magnitude, any vector having magnitude 0, direction is arbitrary direction. Coming to fourth one, equal vectors. Equal vectors. Okay, so consider two vectors a and b. Okay, if both are equal vector means their magnitude same. Magnitude and direction are same. Okay, so equal vectors is defined as two vectors which having two different vector which having same magnitude and same direction. Same magnitude and same direction. The magnitude of a is equal to magnitude of b, we can say. So coming to fifth one, negative vector. Negative vector. Okay, so negative vector means consider a vector, it is denoted a bar. Okay, if we can rotate 180, so if we can rotate 180 degrees, okay, we can get like this. Okay, then we can get negative vector. Understand? Any vector we can rotate 180 degrees, we can get the negative vector. So negative vector is defined as a vector which having same magnitude but direction is opposite. Direction is opposite direction. Okay, understand? Coming to collinear vectors. Coming to collinear vectors, sixth one, collinear vectors. Collinear vectors. Linear means straight line. Okay, two or more vectors acting in a straight line. Two or more vectors which are acting in a straight line is called collinear vectors. It is a straight line. It having a vector a, vector b, vector c. Understand? So any two or more vectors which are acting in a straight line is called collinear vectors. Understand? Next, coplanar vectors. Seventh one, coplanar. coplanar. Okay, so two or more vectors which are acting in a plane x, this is y, a vector, b vector. Understand? Two or more vectors which are acting in a plane or xy axis, xy coordinate system, we can say coplanar vectors. Okay, coming to eighth one, eighth one, co-initial vectors. Co-initial, co-initial vectors. So co-initial vectors is defined as the vectors which having same starting point. Okay, so vectors having same initial point, initial point, or their origin is same. Their origin is same. Ninth one, orthogonal unit vector. Very very important one. Orthogonal unit vectors. Orthogonal unit vectors means vectors more than two vectors which having perpendicular to each other, one to another. Okay, so orthogonal vectors is defined as vectors which are acting perpendicular to each other. Okay, so more than two vectors which are acting perpendicular to each other, perpendicular to each other. Consider a three vectors which are arranged in perpendicular to each other, x y z axis. Okay, x y z axis, I cap, j cap, k cap. Okay, I cap, j cap, k cap are the orthogonal unit vectors. I cap, j cap, k cap are the orthogonal vectors which are arranged in xy coordinate system, x axis, y axis, and z axis. Okay, understand? Here, uh, orthogonal vector I bar is equal to x divided by modulus of x divided by modulus of x. Understand? Orthogonal vectors means mutually perpendicular three vectors, we can say orthogonal vectors. Say it is orthogonal unit vector I cap, j cap, k cap, I cap, j cap, k cap. Understand? Okay, so understand my children. So once again, the brief of vectors. So we know that any physical quantity having both magnitude and direction is called vector. Scalar means a physical quantity having only magnitude. Okay, so we know that types of vectors. So that is modulus of vector means magnitude of vector. Unit vector means uh, a vector, a vector which having magnitude is unity. Okay, a vector whose magnitude is unity is called unit vector. Null vector means the magnitude of vector is 0, but direction is arbitrary direction. Okay, coming to equal vector means if two vectors having same direction, same magnitude is called unit vector, sorry, equal vectors. Coming to negative vector means same magnitude but opposite direction of vector is called negative vector. Coming to collinear and coplanar. Collinear means same line, coplanar means same plane. Okay, so if two or more vectors acting in a straight line, we can say collinear. If two or more vectors acting in a plane, we can say coplanar vectors. Co-initial vectors means uh, if consider two or three vectors which having same starting point, same initial point, or their origin is same. Coming to orthogonal unit vectors. Okay, so coming to consider three vectors which are arranged in mutual perpendicular to each other. Okay, we can say this vectors, we can say orthogonal unit vectors. Orthogonal unit vector. Position vector. Coming to position vector. Okay, position vector. Position vector is defined as it gives the position of an object with respect to origin of a coordinate system is called position vector. Okay. See, once again, position vector means what is position? Location of an object from the xy coordinate system. Okay, so we can say that is position. So a vector which represent position of the object, a vector which represent the position of the object with respect to xy coordinate system. Okay, xy coordinate system means it is a reference. Here this is object. Okay, so a vector which represent the position of the object. Understand? This is position. It is r unit vector, uh, r cap. If we can take unit vector r cap, this is origin. Understand? So r bar is the position vector. So it will gives the two things. First one, minimum distance. It will gives the distance, minimum distance from the origin. Second one, direction. Understand? Once again, what is position vector? A vector which represents position of an object from the xy coordinate system, or from the we can say this is configuration, xy configuration. Okay, so our origin, we can say it will gives the minimum distance from the origin, and it will gives the direction in which the object can move.